Velo Orange just sent me their newest bike, and you're gonna wanna see this. Meet Chessie. We got ourselves an aluminum frame and a steel fork. Contain your shock, I know. In this video, we'll have a first look together, and I'll take you on my first ride. Scissor me, Emma. Just kidding, don't do that. Quick disclaimer, Velo Orange did send me this bike to try, but all opinions are my own. No money was exchanged, and they did not see this video before its release. Whew. This is the Velo Orange Chessie. The blue is very, very nice in person. I love these wiggly seat stays that they got going on, that kind of, I don't know what you would call this exactly, but oh, we're gonna fly away here. Yeah, we got internal routing for a dropper. Really nice cable guides on the bottom too. Also, I really like the shape of this top tube. I like everything, clearly. This is very, very nice. So here's the steel fork. All the mounts, through axle, fender mounts. Whew. We have a lot of parts in a tiny box. We got a bunch of goodies here, so yeah, let's move this inside. It's starting to rain.
What do you think?
It's absolutely crazy. We got some silver Shimano 105 drifters. These are gonna look so good on this frame. The bag says clack clicker, which is not wrong. The Grotac equals. Look at this copper color too. Gold or copper, I'm not sure exactly what this would be. Big ol' seat post for a big ol' Velo Orange Grand Cru GRX crankset. Gurks. We got the Gurks. Now we gotta go get this thing built up. A little movie magic and the bike is ready to ride. For those wondering why I didn't build it myself, I'm just very slow and I pick my battles these days. So a big thanks to my local shop Full Cycle for putting this together so quickly. The bike is looking really good. All we have to do now is go ride it. You're picking the route today, and that is because
It's my birthday.
Happy birthday, Emma.
Thank you.
Emma picked out a pretty chunky trail to kick things off, one that still flows nicely for drop bar riding, but it's a bit of a bone shaker. I love that we can ride from our home in the city out to a peaceful park full of trails. This parkway is also closed to cars 4 days out of each week. It's a pretty sweet deal. This park kind of feels like a hard drop off from city to nature because it's only 4 kilometers from downtown Ottawa and it's 360 square kilometers. I think it's one of the best features in our region. Helmet cam is lined up. Record. Technology is crazy. Like I mentioned, the trail that we picked to kick things off is a bit of a mixed bag. I wouldn't say it's a mountain bike trail, but it dabbles. Without suspension, there's a fair bit of rocks that are worth dodging instead of rolling over. So check out my dance moves and let me know what you think. Oh. Whoa. Whew, that felt good. Wow. Huge points to these brakes too. These Grotac equals. One finger on the drifters, no problem. Oh God, big old hill.
And you would know this better than anyone else, but am I climbing better than ever before?
You are, yeah. You're actually hard to keep up with, which is not the normal experience.
Okay.
On the climb.
Okay. You could have left it at just, yes, you are fast now.
I think there's some chonky sections coming up,
Yeah?
if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, right here.
You've probably heard enough of my really annoying rear hub, so let me chime in with some initial thoughts on the Chessie. First up, that aluminum frame, it feels light, which I think is no surprise. But also, I found the bike is more planted than expected. The front end didn't feel like a pogo stick, which sometimes I find happens with carbon forks on terrain like this. Sometimes I hear people say that their bikes feel better when they're all loaded up with bags. This almost reminded me of that, but minus the extra weight, of course. It just ate up the chunky stuff, but it really did want to accelerate quick, so steel fork up front, aluminum frame, lovely pairing. I'm also really liking how this bike feels with drop bars. We have a 70.5 head tube angle on this bike, and when you mix that with some wide drops and a short stem, it handles really nice. I also tried putting my drop bars higher than I have in the past, and I was getting a lot more use out of the drops themselves. I also was thinking about the whole monster gravel category, and I'm not really sure there's a line where gravel ends and monster gravel begins, or maybe where monster gravel ends and something like all-terrain bikes begin. But I really like the direction they took Chessie in. I've seen some monster gravel bikes with 3-inch wide tires, and I've seen some gravel bikes that can only clear 44mm wide tires. I find this bike is sitting in the sweet spot for a true all-rounder. It clears 700 by 50, and for someone like me who lives in the city but likes to ride out to trails, it's nice to ride something like a 47mm wide tire and not look silly in the fork. Aside from tire clearance, the bottom bracket is also sitting slightly higher than I'm used to on a gravel bike, but it feels great so far, and I can definitely think of some places I've pedal struck that I'd love to go test it again. So to sum up some initial thoughts, I feel like there's a sprinkling of mountain bike feel in this bike, but they managed to keep the spirit of a fast feeling gravel racer alive at the same time. I'd love to know your thoughts on the whole monster gravel category. Where do you like to take your gravel bike, and what do you look for in a bike like this? Let me know in the comments below. So how does it feel to turn 20 finally?
Feels good. My knees never hurt, and I have no worries in the world. No, maybe it's cheesy, but I do think that aging's a privilege, and I enjoy every year more and more. So enjoy it always.
We're not 20, for the record.
Bunny hop it.
The party isn't over yet. The cafe that we stopped at for lunch was about 20 kilometers from the city, so we still had to work our way back. This was also our first trail ride of the year, and it was a really long-awaited one. I swore to myself I'd stop talking about winter, but it was such a doozy that these trails only opened up a day before this ride last week. So we kind of took the long way home, and we figured we'd work up a sweat so we could justify a stop for ice cream too.
Ooh. Oh god, there's like just enough room to, well, look at my skid marks.
Your skid marks there or in your pants?
Both.
Best gift of all.
Blue skies?
Sunshine, blue skies, nice warm temperature.
Quick interruption for a quick look at the initial build. Let's start with the frame. As I've mentioned a lot, it's aluminum. Also, it's an XL frame. I'm 6'2" for reference. The aluminum is double butted in the main triangle, and right away, one of my favorite features is the wishbone seat stays. If you know Velo Orange, you'll know that they do not skip out on style. Also, you get sliding dropouts, so running this thing single speed is easy peasy. Moving on to the fork, we have a triple butted steel fork, and right away you'll see that we got 3 mounts for cargo cages. We have rack mounts, fender mounts, it's through axle, and overall I think it just pairs really nicely with the rear of the bike. It kind of completes the look. Tire clearance, they say, is 700 by 50. I'm running 700 by 47, and as you can see, we have plenty of room. And lastly, we have a 70.5 degree head tube angle. Moving on to components, we'll start in the cockpit. These are the Dia CycleWorks far bars. They're 48 centimeters wide and they're very flared. So flared that they almost feel like alt bars at times. We're running a 70 millimeter stem. I have a lot of spacers going on because I'm still sorting out the fit. We have 105 brifters. We have a Velo Orange Grand Cru seat post. We have a Physique saddle. And then to top it off, we have a seat hanger from our pals at Visto Cycling. For a group set, we have Shimano GRX. This is the A10 version. Oh, also it's 2x. First time I've had a front derailleur in a long time. Pedals are from Crust. The wheel set is a used set of wheels from Spank. I bought these off a friend, and they have the loudest hub on earth. I'm really sorry about that. I'm not a loud hub guy. I tried packing them with grease and they prevailed, so. The tires are Specialized Pathfinders. They're 700 by 47, slick in the center with a bit of grip on the side, and I find they're very, very nice. Super comfy, tubeless, very fast rolling, not overly knobby. A great all-arounder tire that I would definitely recommend. And then the star of the show, well, the frame's the star of the show, but the co-star of the show, Growtac Equal Brakes. Very nice looking, extremely good performing. I've been out here rocking just one finger on the brifters, no problem. If anyone ever tells you that mechanical disc brakes are not enough, they are wrong. These are very nice brakes and very nice looking too, so. All right, back to the video.
God, the Cybertruck.
A friend of mine was running a skateboard event in the parking lot of a brewery. It doesn't get much better than that. Our skate scene in this city is really accessible thanks to events and people like this. I could only dream of events like this when I was growing up. I stopped at home to grab a fisheye lens since I had my camera on me, and I thought I'd get in there for a quick photo or two. Emma's last birthday ride wish was to stop for ice cream, so we went to one of our favorite shops called Mushu. They do a lot of Asian-inspired flavors, and they do a really good vegan ice cream too. I got this Japanese melon soda flavor, and it hit the spot incredibly hard. I don't know about all of you, but since the warm weather arrived, my cravings for citrus have been through the roof. Emma's ice cream was a wild mix of coffee and matcha and vanilla, I think. She likes to mix it up, so who knows what else was in there. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you to Velo Orange for the opportunity to test this new bike. Stay tuned for a more in-depth review in the future. If you want to support the channel, check out bikebreath.com. We actually have some new t-shirts hitting the website early next week, so if you want to be notified, sign up for our newsletter on bikebreath.com, follow us on Instagram. You could also subscribe to this channel on YouTube. It's totally free and it helps us out tremendously. All right, take care, and I'll see you on the next one.